Hey guys, welcome back. This episode we're going to be getting all this running gear sorted, because then we'll be that much closer to getting that chassis up on wheels. So we've got the axle, we've got a new handbrake thing, so I've got to get that off. We've eventually got these hubs off. I'll take you through the nightmare story of that shortly. And then we've also got a new radius arm. We got some springs. These are the hubs, the suspension mounts, and then we've got all these nice new mountings and rubbers and bearings and various bits and bobs. So I'm going to get the brush cup on these, get it all cleaned up. We'll get this polished, or see if it'll polish up a bit. Get all these bearings changed, get these painted black, and then we'll be ready to get a rolling chassis. And that is something I'm very excited about. Right, let's get this stuff cleaned. Foreman's here inspecting the work. What do you reckon, Kat? Yeah, is that going to come off easy, do you think? Yeah, not too sure. My biggest concern today is actually, other than having a cat's tail in my face, is those bolts there. I've been putting WD-40 on them for the last couple of days, but I think they are going to be an absolute pig to get out. But these backing plates, you know, they're going to need a clean up and they're all going to be alright. Not sure how much help Duchess is going to be. Hello. Yeah. Right. We'll also scrape all this off and we'll try and get a bit of auto sol in it, see if we can make it look nice, and these will get rubbed down and painted up as well. Right, let's crack on. Right, let's start with a bit of unboxing. This is the parcel from CHG Classics, and should be all my suspension components, not the struts, just bearings and front and rear refurb kits, really. Bolts, suspension rubbers, gasket cement, bearings, pinion seal, outer seals, inner seals, small bearings there. I'm not sure which one's there for, we'll have to work that out. Possibly the front wheel. Some U-bolts to hold the axle. Aha. Yeah. And a new steering arm. Nice. Right, let's give this a whirl. Right, so next day, and this puller's arrived. Got a love Amazon. That one fits on there much better. Right, now it is. Right, I can't get this off, so I need your muscles to help me. I want you to just hold that there to stop this thing turning. You want to hold it towards the end. It's going to be. I'm just going to turn it as much as I can. How the hell am I going to get that off? So yeah, I do sort of listen to you guys. I did not expect them to come out. Oh, that makes me happy. After the difficulty of getting these hubs off, this is a dream. Wow. And there we are, backing plate off. I can clean that up. Right, I've given this a bit of a clean up now with the brush cap. Battery went, typical. I'm not going to go too far on getting this all shiny, but I will give it a rub over with a bit of water. So I'm going to paint these black. And now to try and get these out. Now, the amount of some sort of puller, which I don't think I've got. So the other technique is to put something on here and just give it a couple of whacks. So that's the technique I'm going to go with. I worked a treat. Right, I saw that on Restore Repairs. I think that's what his channel's called. I'll put a link to him. He was doing a Reliant Van cracking channel. Check him out. So there's the inner seal we got to get out. And these bearings, these are the old ones. Let's go see if we get a close up in there. It doesn't look like one's a focus, but they're quite graunchy. So we tap them off in a minute. Now I just got to get this old seal out. Whoop! Will that come out? So I think the easiest way for me to get this on will be to change this outer seal now, and we'll reassemble everything, and then I'll just wind the bolt on and it should push that in. That's the theory. Let's give it a try. My grinder landed in a bucket of water.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I will come right here.
You haven't plugged it yet?
Yeah. Morning all. Well, it's the next day after the grinder bite incident. I'm alright, luckily, got off lightly there. What happened is when I was cleaning the end of the part, which really should have been bolted down, I know, you kind of get a bit complacent with these things, don't you? The grinder caught on part, I'm pointing them there because it's on the floor, and the handle on the grinder snapped off. And that's how I couldn't hold it, and that's how it came up and hit me. But luckily, it just bounced off my arm. And then annoyingly, if you watch the clip, you can see splash marks come up onto the camera because the grinder landed in the only bucket of water anywhere near it. So now the grinder's drying, so I can't carry on with any of that today. And I can't really lift up much of this arm anyway because it is a tad sore. So today, I'm just going to finish up on some of these bits. I'm going to get a bit of hammerite, Q rust on you, give it a little bit of a tickle, sort that out. I can't press the bushes out of these because I can't put any strength on this arm. So yeah, I'm just going to dab the Q rust on, get a bit of paint on, and I can't finish the bearings because I don't know how well you can see this. These end caps have rotted through, so I need to try and find some replacements. So I'll have to phone round on Monday, and it'll probably take a couple of days. So hey ho, it'll probably be next weekend that I'm getting this thing on wheels. So be careful with power tools, guys. Right, I'm gonna crack on and get this painted up, and just take it easy today, I guess. I hate painting. This come out quite nice, doesn't it? I'll get I'll gently sand that off and get a bit of auto sol on it, this stuff here, and see how shiny we can actually get this, because it looked quite nice. I might have to give it a dust of lacquer then so it doesn't just go grey under the car. Not that you'll ever see it anyway, but it's just to do it so it looks nice. Right, I'll find a pot and get on with this. Actually, I've just remembered there's no point in Q rusting it. That's quite a pointless endeavour because this stuff is the rust preventative paint anyway. So I'm going to stop doing that and just go sit on my butt and do not much. Right guys, I'm going to wrap it up there for today. I'm going to leave this Q rust that I just put on. Just trying to busy myself really. So I'm going to leave that dry. I'll come back, I'll give it all a paint, and then hopefully next episode on this you're going to see me welding some brackets onto that chassis and starting to mount all this stuff on. And that is when I'll really start to get excited, I think. To have that chassis on wheels, to have the running gear, you know, on there, so I can start mocking up where the engine's going to go. That's going to be great fun. That's what I'm looking forward to. I also picked up a middle gearbox, a bevel box. I got it off the VT1000C Honda Shadow thing. It's good for, well, the Honda Shadow I think was 100 brake horse and a similar torque rating to the engine I've got, so hopefully it'll be a good fit. I just got to work out how to modify the end slightly so it'll fit and we can mount it and seal the oil, etc. So I'll show you that soon when we start mounting the engine. But things are progressing, but just not as fast as I would have liked this weekend. So take it easy guys, thank you for watching, appreciate it, and I will see you all soon.